Darkside made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ranter, the power real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing their data right now. Would not trust them. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest working in the world. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon vibes. And I am here to bring you immaculate vibes. It's a great day. No, it's an amazing fourth quarter day. And I say fourth quarter because, as you guys always know, this gets recorded with mere seconds left before it's time to upload. I always say I'm going to be on top of it. And then the week goes, and then Saturday comes, I'm like, fuck, I got nothing written down. And then Sunday comes, and I'll be like, fuck, I still ain't got nothing written down. And then Monday comes, I'll be like, fuck, I got nothing written down. Tuesday morning, magic. I try to, write my shit down and get it all spaced out and prepared, so that way it's already done. And then I never remember. I meant to go buy this paint so that way I could just have that taken care of, but I never got the paint, so fuck it. I need to get this I want the dry erase paint so I can put it on the wall, but there's not a single good review for it. But the, what is it called? The chalk paint, that has all the great reviews. So I'm thinking I might actually get the chalk paint. I don't want it, but we'll see. It also doesn't help that I moved the studio around. So there was the clouds behind me, but I kept pulling the fucking fluff off by accident. And this took a lot of hard work to get this in and installed. So I don't want to keep pulling that off. So I moved and changed things. So I might have to put it on the door. I gotta figure out how to do that. But yeah, that's the plan. We're always moving for bigger and better things. I would like to have an office space, but I need office partners, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to come by at this current moment. Yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from other people who do other things. Now, mind you, everything I've done in here, that's all original. There's no extra ingredients to this flavor. But I have a lot of podcasts that I watch. I have a lot of comedians and stuff like that who give me great ideas. And I watch sometimes just how simple some of their ideas are. Just super simple. And it changes a great deal of things. It's like, do this, move that, and then bam. Amazing. And so I try to incorporate simple things where I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I just put a light here instead of there. Or maybe if I add some flavor to the background. I don't know. Something to get the people going. And one of my favorite comedians, I wouldn't say favorite. He's recent. He's new. But, one of the people that I do pay attention to the most, he does a podcast. If you want to know what that is, you just got to go look on the internet and find it. And his most recent one was just him sitting in this little tiny ass room. He wasn't in his normal setup, and he had like a gaming headset on, and I think he was just plugged into a laptop, and he hit record, and like the video was horrible compared to his other stuff. His audio was horrible compared to his other stuff, and he just did it. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta fucking press record, Like, the content's good. It doesn't matter the shit behind it. And it always makes me think, like, it's just the simple things. It's no perfect moment. The perfect moment is what you create it to be. And that's what truly sometimes gets me like, you know what? There's no need for a perfect moment. Just hit record. There's nothing stopping you from just hitting record right now. And, that's what keeps us going every fucking week. There's nothing stopping me from hitting record. Nothing. But me, The shit that I created in my head, that's not stopping me. It's just me. So, shout outs to that guy. He doesn't know, but it keeps me going. Into next week, into next week, and into next week. There are some activities that the people of the Caucasian race get to do. And I truly wish, some things are like, I won't say wish. There's some things and experiences, I'm like, you know what? I would love to try. But I understand how America and the world works. And I probably will never get to do it. And then, there's other people that are like, yeah, you can still do it. No. I may be bold. I may be courageous. I may be hard-headed sometimes. But I'm also very intelligent. There's just certain things that I will never be able to experience. I was talking to my coworker about something like this, and he was like, why don't you go, like, get a truck and drive through the world and stuff, or drive around the country. And I was like, realistically, I would like to do that. Get a bus, modify it, turn it into some dope shit. But I was like, there's a lot of factors into play that stop me from doing shit like that. First off, going alone, absolutely not. I will not be doing that. Social enough to where I like people around, distance enough to where I know that there's days where I truly want to be alone. Like bringing a constant 2 or 3 people that won't piss me off is perfect. But I do know that, eventually one Sunday or one Tuesday or whatever day, I'm going to not want to deal with them. I'm not going to want to be on open road. I'm going to be wanting left alone for a couple hours. And that's not really how the experience works. Then also, one of the things that plays into that is that they're just dangerous people that live to see other people miserable and in pain. No. And they mostly frequent the woods and in places where there's not a lot of light. No. They killing their own people. Fuck you think they're gonna do to me? Not gonna happen. I told him, I was like, you know how people feel about the city? Like, you guys like working in the city. You guys don't mind coming to the city, but you're nervous. You don't like being here, and the fastest you can get the fuck out is the quickest way you're gonna take. He's like, yeah. That's how I feel everywhere outside of the fucking city. You guys are like, oh, it's great. It's country, open road, it's safe. I see danger, hillbillies, crazy cops. No. In the city, they ain't getting away with that shit. Out there, yes, they are getting away with that shit. So no, I have no desire to go out there. I'd rather take my chances with these crazy ass, grumpy ass little niggas than that white man that's just hating because he can't afford a bus. And now he wants me to die. No. No. Nah, sir. Absolutely not. And I know sometimes you can't live like that, but I live in a realistic. I do everything realistically, and the odds of me running into problems are higher than my odds of me not running into problems. So that keeps me away from doing shit like that. Doesn't mean I don't want to do it. It's just that realistically, no. There's too many people against me than there are with me. And I ain't going out there to fuck around and find out. You know? I'm going to stay in my battlegrounds. I'll go from city to city, don't get me wrong. City to city to city to city. Country to country to country? No. Not going to have me in the desert with this fucking bus that's got 300K sitting on the dash. It's got a janky transmission. The steering wheel shit fucked up. You know what I mean? I done fixed it to the best of my abilities. You catch me in Nevada, it broke down. Now I'm trying to figure out how the hell to get out of here. Tow truck ain't coming for 48 hours. No. Not going to happen. Not at all. Just told you I watched that documentary about that lady. She was doing shit like that and they got her. They ain't gonna get me. I will not be a nigga swinging from a tree, I tell you that much. I'm gonna take some motherfuckers with me before I go. But I can avoid that if I just stay my ass right here in this house. I don't know. Maybe working this job made me see all these evil people. Or maybe it's like, maybe I just see so much and I just assume it's everywhere. The world's not that evil, but I have only seen the evil. So maybe it's, I want to find the good. Trust me, don't get me wrong. I know it's out there. But I see the evil every single day. And when I tell you there are some sick, twisted fucks that live among us, please believe. They live among us and they walk free. Now, there's people like that are still just around. You know, every time I get involved in a situation with something that doesn't make sense with someone who doesn't make sense, I just automatically assume that they're one of them basement kids that they tried so hard to keep us away from. Like, there was the special ed class. There was, like, obviously the people with the physical and mental disabilities. And then there was the ones that looked normal, but you still couldn't figure out why they was in the class. And those was the motherfuckers that couldn't read fast, or, you know, they couldn't read at the level they were supposed to read, or they wasn't emotionally in control, or, you know, their thought process was a little bit slower than the rest. Yeah, when I run into just people that don't make sense, I just assume they was one of them. Because schools is always like, you know, if you see them, stay away from them. If they talk to you, you can say hi, keep it pushing, and don't go to their portion of the building. They'll consider you being a trespasser. Like, they work really hard to keep us away from these motherfuckers. So when I'm out in public, or, you know what I mean, and I just meet an emotionally unstable human, or just anyone that's unstable, yeah, y'all was one of them basement motherfuckers they told us not to speak to ever. And I went to 3 different schools that had these children. I don't know what a lot of them look like because they told us to stay the fuck away from them. So, yeah. And they had to, like, they really hid them too very well. Like, I wouldn't say hid them, but they did their best to limit all interactions with these kids because, like, they had scheduled bathroom breaks. I think they ate lunch at 9, 10 in the morning. Like, goddamn, we only been here an hour and they eating lunch. They was behind a locked wall, so, like, you couldn't even accidentally walk over there. So, like, if you truly saw one of them in the wild, it was because you was skipping or you was during the past, because they had They never changed classes. It's like high school. It's a fucking dog. They never changed classes. They just stayed in that one room, and I think the teacher changed. I think that's kind of really what happened. So, yeah, I don't know what the motherfuckers look like. I don't know what they do. They exist. And I just assume that they're everywhere. All mentally unstable people with the motherfuckers in them basements. And yeah, I avoid them like the bubonic plague. Not them specifically, but, you know, just anyone that gets me weirded out and I don't like it. So yeah, we went on a whole tangent. We went that way. We're supposed to stay that way. It's certain shit that I'm just not going to do or be able to do. One of the things that people do that I truly don't understand and will never understand is caving. Like, what makes you want to crawl in the tiniest hole you could find and go, I won't get stuck? Like, what is appealing about that? Why? I need help with this one. Like, why? Like, rock climbing, okay. Free rock climbing, whoa, you're tripping. But you know what? Do it. Caving? Like, you saw this little slit and was like, I can fit in this. I'm going to do it, and no one can stop me. And then some of y'all go by yourselves, and then you'll just die stuck in a hole. That has to be a horrible way to go. That's a horrible way to go. Then, sometimes you bring a friend. Friend comes with you. They can call the authorities. Don't you feel like less than, because now you got stuck with your feet dangling. You're stuck in this hole. You need someone to come help you. Hell, it was the one dude they couldn't help. I think they just sat with him until he died or some shit like that. Why? Why go in these holes? I understand claustrophobia is not for everyone. Doesn't hit me. I don't mind being in a small space. I don't like being in a small space with other people. It's unnerving, but I don't mind it. But I also am not going to go climb it purposely into a very small space. I also don't like being in small spaces with people because usually they freak out. That part pisses me off because what is you doing? Keep it calm, keep it cute. We'll be all right. You ever been trapped in the elevator with somebody because the shit done broke, or you feel me? Now you're in between levels and you gotta wait for the fire department to come open the fucking door. First off, it sucks because I feel like, why can't I get out this fucking thing? Then it's when someone starts freaking out, or they with their untamed child and they start freaking out, and then it's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Being upset ain't gonna fix this situation. Keep it calm, keep it cute. Get the fuck out. Yeah, no, those situations make the experience suck. When you in there with someone who don't know how to keep they shit. Like keep your nerves in check, bro. In public. But yeah, that's the only way I truly don't like small spaces is when I'm usually in it with someone else who just don't know how to handle the situation. I get it. It's scary. It sucks. Oh well. Man the fuck up. Or woman the fuck up. But yeah, I mean, soldier up, nigga. We'll get out. But purposely crawling into a small space, I am not going to fucking do. No, that part won't happen. Like, I could never be a mechanic because I'm not going to crawl under a car. It's not going to happen. I could never go caving because I'm not purposely crawling into a tiny hole in the wall. Even like those little crawl spaces in houses and shit, no, I'm not going in there. Because why would I purposely go in this small hole? It doesn't make any sense to me. thrill seeker. Is it a thrill seeking thing? I need thrill seekers to explain some of this shit to me. Like, there's some things I get. You know what I mean? The bungee jumping, the skydiving, any death-defying thing. That sounds like you're just looking for an adrenaline rush. Do you get that from going in that tiny hole? Like why? Do you feel safe in there? You trying to impress the ladies? Like, well, what the fuck makes you go in there? Like, some of y'all really be fucked in the head as children. I don't know, man. I truly don't understand it. I be telling y'all really need hugs as youngins, and then you truly need to hug your kids you already got. Because if all it would have took was a hug to fix you, why don't you do that to someone else and just know that it'll fix them? Oh, you niggas are selfish. So I recently watched this show that Drewski has. If you want to watch it, you gotta go find it. I'm not promoting other people's shit on my platform. But I recently watched it. Hilarious. It wasn't until I saw this that Dr. Umar said the thing that I always was saying, but the words he said it in were significantly more appropriate than the words that I use. And I always tell people, pay attention to the idea, not the words. My idea is the same, and he just used the words, and it was like, God damn it. It was so simple, and I missed it. But, yeah, Dr. Umar, man, I like his ideas. I know a lot of people pay attention to the words and not the idea, and that's what people get tripped up on. I think that's a lot of I think that's why a lot of people don't like Charleston White and, like some of these these like speakers that say the hard things or get right down to the hard topics. I think that's truly why they don't like them, is because of the words. And if people weren't so caught up on the words and just paid attention to where the words are going, I think a lot less people would be upset about it. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But I truly think it's the words that upset people. Because when he was talking to, to the white ladies or whatever, like, he has always been this, black power, black families, black couples, black whatever. He ain't never hid that shit. That was always his thing. And they be so caught up on the overly outlandish racist shit. But at the end of the day, his concept is still the same. Are you a good man or woman? That was the same thing with what the fuck's his name? Nigga died. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me. Kevin Samuels. I see it, man. Same concept. It was, are you a good man or woman? What value do you have, offer, bring? Do you have any? And I mean, like, what can you do besides sexual shit? Okay, you can cook. All right. Everyone says they can. What else can you do? What can you bring? Can you flip 10K? Like, these are hard-hitting questions. He asked the one, what is your academic credentials? What grade did you finish? Do you speak any other languages? Do you know the signs and symptoms of a stroke? I don't think he asked that, but like still, that's important. Especially if you're going to be with somebody. Do you know what a stroke looks like? Do you know what a heart attack looks like? Like if someone is in distress, do you know what that looks like? Can you help them? What value do you bring? And then people look at him like, oh. Then they get mad. And niggas usually get mad, they get violent. And then like I told you, that's usually them basement kids that we try to stay away from. Usually when when people get to violence in a very short time period, I'm telling you, it's the basement kids. They was emotionally checked. They tried to keep us away from them. It didn't work. They somehow still found their way near us. And yeah, that's when you can truly see like somebody else. You can't handle words very well. But no, he said some shit, and I'm like, yo, let this man cook. What do y'all bring to the table as humans? Because I truly think somewhere along the line, greed hit the community a little too hard. And that's where we lost a lot of our values and ways and thought, like original thoughts. Because at one point in time, the community used to be one. Niggas marched, niggas ate together, niggas broke bread together, niggas went to the same church together, niggas' grandmamas was raised up as friends. Like, you knew people because of who your family knew. And somewhere greed kicked in and, there was a huge disconnect. Like, I don't know if it was the crack in the 80s or what, but somewhere along the line, greed hit, and then everyone just parted ways. And there was a point where people could have just shared the love, like niggas could have ate together, niggas could have broke bread, but it didn't end up that way, and it is what it is. That's truly why I don't do a lot of collabs or like be on other people's stuff, is because the greed or the jealousy, and it's like it's hard to do shit where it make people part ways. There was, I don't know if I told you, but I reached out to multiple people, and it's just like, their responses was insane. It was just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna just keep doing things and stay in my lane. I don't need y'all. Like the one person, he does YouTube and all this other stuff. I had hit one. I don't know him personally, but I know the people on his team. And I hit one of his team members, and I was like, hey, I like what you guys got going on. I want to help. I want to, be part of this. I don't mind being a background character. I want to be part of the production team. I can edit. I got my own computer. I got my own camera. I got mics. I got all this. Like, son still records with his phone, shit like that. Like, for audio, like, he just walks around with his phone. I'm like, I got portable microphones. I got 2 sets. There's a set you can have, a set I can have. I got another camera you can throw into the mix, so it's not just one. I can add another computer to the editing. Like, I can do a whole lot of behind-the-scenes help. I want to help. You feel me? I ain't looking to get paid. I just want to do some shit with y'all. And he said he was going to reach out, talk to him, get back to me. I was like, all right, cool. Son reached out to him, and then he said, the nigga said no. He wasn't looking for help. He did say that I could pay for a spot to come join the team. It's like a $5K down. Like, bro, is you shitting me? Are you serious? You think I'm gonna pay $5K to hang out with you? You must think I'm a hoe. Like, that's where I took it. So it was like, you know what? I'm cool on it. I'm good. Do your thing. You know what I mean? If you don't want to boss your shit up, I don't give a fuck. Not my show. There was another one. They was filming a show. I was like, hey, I want to reach out. I reached out. I was like, hey, I want to be part of your team. I could be helping the production side. I know how to edit, know how to do all this other stuff, They asked to see some work. They wanted to see me edit. I said, cool. Met with them, sat down, showed them I could do some things. They said, cool. You know what I mean? You can help join the team. I think the bitch said she wanted like $2K a week. Excuse me? You want me to pay you $2K a week to help you? For free? No. That got me fucked up. Then there was one more other person I reached out to. That they interview artists. And, their setup was a little odd and some other stuff. So I reached out to them, like, hey, I can help you with your setup. I can also help you with the guests. I won't just I just want to be part of doing something else, outside of my own thing. I don't want to be paid. I just want to do it for the love of the game. Then it was like, well, we like the artists that you can find, because I brought them some artists. They didn't like those artists. They wanted, what the fuck did they want? They only wanted like pop and rock star and like emo motherfuckers. Well, I don't know them. And then they didn't want to change their setup. They wanted to keep it the way it was. And I was like, well, you're only targeting a very small audience. Like, you only have rock bands on here, like, local rock bands. I mean, eventually you're going to run out of them motherfuckers, right? Like, there's only so many emo, heavy metal rock motherfuckers in this town. All right, do your thing, 21, I ain't tripping. So that was the reason why I stopped kind of just reaching out and branching out, trying to get on people's shit, because motherfuckers is tripping. Well, what makes you think I'm finna pay you to come help you? I'm bringing nothing but high quality bombs to y'all life. You talking about some pay you? You got your motherfucking mind. The other bitch was tripping. Talking about some $2K a week. What makes you think I'm gonna pay that? Like, I want you to please tell me what in your mind said I'm gonna get him to pay me $2K a week. You could have just said no, and I'd have been okay, cool. I truly hate that the weirdos out there fucked it up for normal people like me, because, like, especially when it comes to, like, trying to talk to somebody, and it's hard to have communication with them because they done met a weirdo that didn't know how to communicate, so they did weirdo shit, and then they made this person clam up or scared, they don't know how to talk now, and it's like, I ain't one of these emotionally unstable basement kids. You tell me no, cool. I'm going to move the fuck on to the next person. I'm not going to get upset and destroy the house and punch you in your shit and take your car. No. I got time for that. And who's sitting in a jail cell? Not me. There's other healthier routes. I'm not going to take that route. But because y'all like being around the basement kids so goddamn much, and that's what comes with the territory. Them violent individuals who beat you up and take your shit. And yeah, y'all done made kids with them and all kinds of stuff. And this ain't just men either, it's women too. They was basement kids, they was women basement kids down there too. I promise y'all that's what the fuck I'm gonna call this, basement kids. I'm so serious. Stay the fuck away from them. Just, I don't know. I'm quick to cut them motherfucker off for the slightest inconvenience to my day. Emotions, like, it don't matter. The minute you start going a direction I feel this is not supposed to go, I ain't got time to fix you. You're broken. Because no, control your shit. Why am I expected to be emotionally controlled and checked 24/7? The rest of y'all is flying off the handle like loose cannons? No, not at all. I'm not gonna just put y'all in my life because you want to be in it. I don't know how we got here, but I still have to say, yo, Dr. Umar, that nigga, he be cooking. And if people paid attention to the idea and not the words, I don't know. You'll probably understand the message. You know what I mean? He be really spitting, cause like, as a man or a woman, why are you with someone who can't do shit for you? They can't put money in your pockets together. Who ain't gonna pay the bills if you bring the money home? Who can't cook? Who can't clean? Who can't do anything? Where do y'all plan to go? You can't build with a hood rat. And once the sensual wears off or gets a little stale, then what? Once sex appeal is completely, alright, this is kind of boring. You're gonna be like, alright, what's next? You can only eat chicken for so many days before you be like, I don't want this shit. How many years you gonna just fuck your way through this relationship? You know what I mean? Like, how long before you be like, that's it, nothing else? Do I at least get a cigarette after this? Like, something? No. It's just sex, maybe a massage. That's all your relationship is, the foundation of sensual. It ain't gonna last. And that's what the motherfucker be trying to tell y'all dumbasses. Once the physical portion is no longer doing the job, then what? There ain't nothing more attractive than someone who cooked for you or has had your lunch ready. Or someone who put a note in your lunchbox, or, just something. Someone who picked up your work clothes after you threw them off and straightened them or threw them in the dryer and folded them and had them ready for you to go. That's what the fuck you want. Someone who's going to at least try to fix the problem before it's immediately thrown at your lap. I mean, yeah, you can bang it out, but like I said, that's going to get stale very, very fast. Trust me, I have walked away from those. Because after a while, that's it. Nothing? I mean, fuck them hoes. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. My TikTok has decided to put me into world TikTok. Like, I see other countries, and I fuck with it. I have learned a lot. No matter how hard the British try to clap back and say, oh, they have good food, I don't know. They keep falling flat on their face because I've seen some food that they've cooked, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I would eat that. I've seen the potato jacket. I've seen some other stuff. There was this one lady. She made some like home cooked food, and the first thing she made, it was like some type of meat pie dipped in like these carrot mashed potato thingy. I don't fucking know. It didn't look too appealing while she was cooking it, but then when she actually like put it together, I'm like, okay. And then I've seen her a couple more times. Out of the 10 things she's made, they all have been meat pies. Me personally, I don't know how many meat pies I'm gonna be able to eat before I'm like, no, thank you. But yeah, she makes a lot of meat pies. A little weird. I mean, I wouldn't say weird. It's different, not weird. It's different because I'm not used to eating meat pies. Like, when it comes to a pie, the most crazy thing that I'm going to go is maybe like a shepherd's pie. And that's not really pie. That's more just like a casserole kind of deal. I don't know. Unless you consider like a beef patty a meat pie. Because I guess it's just like meat stuffed in a dough. But I don't know. Like, actually sitting here watching her make the pie, put in the crust, and then just fill it with like beef and shit. And then, I don't know. Don't know if I truly like that. And the way she sliced it and just like, and then mashed it. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that on a regular basis. To try it, yes. Every day, I watched her make 10 meals. They all have been meat pies. They've been chicken, beef, I think pork. I don't know what the fuck she put in that one. Anyways, I've ended up in Australia TikTok. So I watch a lot of Australians, talk and shit like that. And the fact that they think America has more dangerous animals than them is insane. Our dangerous animals are usually in check. People that die to dangerous animals here is because they were probably fucking with them. People that die to dangerous animals over there die because it was Tuesday and there was a kangaroo there. It didn't fucking matter. Like, I understand, yeah, we got bears, there's wolves, there's maybe some bobcats somewhere. Yeah, they typically stay in their habitat, and the few that happen to accidentally end up this way usually turn around, or, the situation gets handled. Now you got places like Florida where there's alligators and shit that could be in your backyard. You can ignore them, and They'll go away. You can call animal control. Like, there's a way to fix them and make them go away. And usually people that go into these habitats, like, you know, where the bears and the wolves are, they carry bear mace or, you know, something to make them go away. Yeah, not over there in Australia. You got kangaroos running around. I just watched something about this bird that's like the emu's cousin or something, where like it has like this horn on the top of its head. It's 6'7", 7 foot tall. It's a giant fucking bird, and it has 4 like daggers that are 5 inches long, and that's just walking around free. It's just, yeah, you could run into one. It doesn't matter. No, like why? And they're like, oh yeah, you see one and just kind of stay away from it. They get kind of aggressive. They're territorial. What do you mean? Then you got the snakes and the spiders, and like, I don't know. There's too many unchecked land animals that just live in that country, and like, you really gotta be a hard salt to the earth to survive in Australia, bro. Like, god damn, that's dangerous there, dude. I wouldn't know what to do if I saw these animals. That's like, yo, I must find a picture of this bird. That shit looks crazy. You gotta see this like thing on his head, and it makes this like gut wrenching noise. It's I don't know, but no. Why do y'all think that America has dangerous animals? No, you guys do. You still got fucking dinosaurs that live over there. You have that killer bird and ostriches. Ostriches alone are enough to make me stay away. Like, yeah, we got emus that we've taken from you guys because there's emus over there too. And we brought, like, no. Any bird that can fucking kick you and beat your ass until you stop moving is a problem. And then imagine it being 6 foot tall. No. Alright, y'all. We're going to call it a day. We're going to wrap it up. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's everything that I hope your day is everything you wish it was. But tune in next week.